Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Westwood. In today's episode, we are going to build a town center for the suburban town that we've built in the past episodes. We're also going to place an immense shopping center, which I'm building right now. The building that I'm using for that is just a normal German supermarket, a relatively big one compared to other shops in size. But the catch is that it's going to have a parking lot on the roof. I'm using the vanilla pedestrian path in bridge variant to make the driveway to this parking lot, and then I'm just filling it up with retaining walls so it doesn't look like an actual bridge but like an actual driveway. And then it's time to place the actual parking lots on the top of the Kaufland. And as we're doing that, I want to thank you guys for the immense support in the last week. Like, it's been crazy. We almost had 200 new subscribers. So thank you for everybody that just joined us or the people that have been supporting me for a long time. And on my last video, I also got a lot of feedback and nice comments what to improve. But as this video was recorded right after the last one, I didn't get to make the improvements that you guys suggested me. And as the vehicle and tree props mod wasn't working for me, I had to search through all my assets to see if I had some car props once I was in the game. So yeah, this took a bit more time than I would want to, but I'm trying to find a solution to fix my TV props mod so I can use that again. Right here I'm continuing the barrier on the side of the highway exit to close it off from the Kaufland. And after that we are going to continue with the parking lots on the ground, in front and on the sides of the Kaufland. And over here we are building a small load and unload area for trucks that deliver to the shopping center. And there's a lot of mess everywhere on this load and unloading thing, just because, yeah, it's not really a place where someone cares about for it to look good. And we'll place an excavator too later on the video, because there's clearly work going on there to do stuff. And it'll also be behind a barrier so you can't see it from the main road. It's just one of these ran down places that you have everywhere in suburbs and in every city. And as you see, we are placing the barrier right now. And yeah, it was a bit tricky to get it exactly where I wanted it. It's just an extension of the already existing highway barrier, so it makes sense to have it running further into the city to kind of separate it from the shopping center itself. And now we are just placing some road markings and lines to finish off this part of the parking. And after that we'll move on with the parkings on the side of the shopping center. So to finish off this Kaufland build, I am placing some trees with a lot of bushes on the other side of the parking to kind of separate it from the town center that we're gonna build next to it. So we are starting the town center with building a little plaza with a church and a tax office. And this will be the main place of this whole area. The building that I'm going to place next to the church is officially called the tax office, but it could be seen as the local authority building that was placed on this central location. And because of the build of this huge shopping center that we did, and in the timeline was a few years ago, this town center, it was a bit in the back, it was less known just because there was a huge shopping center in front of it, and that causes that it's not overflowed with tourists because they all think there's nothing special in this area apart from the huge shopping center and the McDonald's and everything on the main road. So over here I'm placing some very old looking UK pubs to give the center a kind of old feeling that's really ancient, with some preserved buildings where you can go for a drink and stuff. We're moving on with building a lot of suburbs in the area surrounding the town center. It's going to be, again, a closely packed area with a lot of trees, maybe even more as before, especially around the town center. And that might be one of the reasons that this town center is kinda unknown, because there's so much trees, you won't see it quick. And even if you would see the church tower, which would be the only thing that would be visible from the highway, and it would be it's very obvious that you actually see it from the highway, you would just think it's a usual town church and not the whole center of the town. Right now we are building the actual plaza or park in the middle of the town center. It's going to be a fountain with some paths around it and a lot of bushes and trees as everywhere in this area. The rest of this episode will be placing more houses and placing a lot of trees and stuff, so the usual nature stuff. So as in the last episode, I'll just play some music and enjoy the time lapse.